to force companies to move their production to the U.S. In the case of pharmaceuticals, it seems to be working.
I would say we've had to respond. I mean, there were threats sometimes of 100% plus tariffs on the pharmaceutical industry through and we're not through the reciprocal tariffs. We're much more through the Section 232 investigations. Now there's an ongoing Section 301 investigation, which I think also will look into kind of above market actions, so forced rebates and other actions that might lead to even further tariffs. So I think this whole system now for us from a supply chain standpoint, we have no choice but to adjust and future-proof ourselves in a way by producing in the United States.
I mean, there's the issue of efficiency, as you said. This may all be more costly at the end of the day because it's not what you would have done as a matter of market forces before. But there's also an issue of science, that your sector relied really on global research and development, global access to clinical trials, to data from China and the United States.
For sure.
How is this fragmentation likely to affect just the process of drug discovery?
Yeah, I think what's very important now is that while we can manage the changes in our supply chain, we wouldn't be able, I think it would be the wrong thing for the world and for humanity in terms of medicine, if we break up the ability to share information across the globe. We do global clinical trials. We want our clinical trials to reflect the diversity of the world so we can get the right data sets, and then we can register these medicines in an efficient way. If we start to, quote unquote, balkanize clinical trials, if we start to really restrict the movement of clinical materials, human cells, et cetera, I think actually we'll take a huge step back in progress in medicine. And we talk a lot about this conference about AI is going to accelerate drug discovery. We can't at the same time slow down the ability to really test those therapies in people around the globe.
I want to come back to you if we have time on the whole MFN issue regarding pricing between the U.S. and other countries. But let me move on to the minister from Saudi Arabia. Congratulations. Everyone loves the Gulf these days, right? Everyone is beating a path to your door, yours and your neighbor's door. They want to invest in the region. They want to partner in the region. They see the incredible reform plans of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia being implemented and want to be part of that. How do you think about navigating the various opportunities that the Kingdom has between, let's say, the United States on one hand, Europe on the other hand, China on the other hand, and of course, regional integration as well? So how do you think about navigating that from a trade and commerce perspective?
First of all, thank you. As everyone knows, trade is part of Saudi Arabia DNA since inception, since before even Islam and before where trade caravans goes north and south, and it was part of trade routes. The issue is not about plan. The issue about execution of plan. Everyone has a plan. If a plan is 10%, the execution constitutes of 90%. So the art of what happened in Saudi Arabia was there was a seismic, unprecedented, ambitious plan that was a comprehensive plan at the political level, at the economical level, at the social level, which put a finish line for every government agency. And the art was what to execute, who will execute, and what is your KPI of executing. And the success was of creating a model of execution, engineered by the Crown Prince, His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman. And this was really the key of success for Saudi Arabia, that government agency became institutionally matured. Going back to what's happening, as you know, trade today is definitely shifting from fair trade to a managed and maybe a rule-driven trade, a model. For us, Saudi Arabia, we have a strategic location. We have a lot of resources. We could become a bridge economy. We could become a connector economy.